24/7 live.
Well, exactly 18 minutes past 9 p.m. and 15 seconds. Of course, you're hooked on to the only truly live station of the nation, 91.9 Friends FM. Well, this is Jimmy on the hot seat all the way till 1 o'clock in the morning with your closeness, your warmth. And of course, right now we got an amazing lady. Yes, a lady who knows how to carry herself, a lady who knows how to get across. Well, she's a lawyer by day and a poet by night. And I'm sure everybody must be wondering, what is Jimmy talking about? Well, this lady has spent about 13 years in the city of Joy also, but now based out of Delhi. Well, she's really sweet. She really gets across. Very motivating, beautiful liners, and she speaks from her heart. Well, she is, yes, Naina Pachnanda. A warm welcome to her right here on 91.9 Friends FM, all the way from Delhi. Hi, Naina. Can you hear me?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you're absolutely live right here on 91.9 Friends FM. And we're also streaming live on the Facebook so the world can hear what exactly you're talking about. Now, just tell me one thing. You know, you spend quite a bit of time in the city of Joy, right? Calcutta?
Yes.
And now you're based out of Delhi. Don't you miss the Roshagullas, the Mishti Doi, the Puchkas, and all that kind of stuff?
I miss everything. I miss my school, Loreto House. I miss my friends. I miss everything.
Okay.
I miss Calcutta a lot. I even went to college in Calcutta. I did my law from the National Law School in Calcutta. So yeah, I miss that too.
Amazing, and of course, you've been doing amazing stuff, especially all the poetry and all the quotes you've been putting up on your Instagram handle. So let me ask you one thing. You are a lawyer, you are into law, and you've been doing that for quite some time now. So how come this, jhatka or the fire or the spark of actually getting into poetry? But before that, I'm just curious, last 6 months, how did you spend your time during the lockdown, during the COVID? How did you manage? Because lawyers are generally people who work like 9 to God-forsaken 1 a.m. maybe every day. So what did you do during the COVID time, during the lockdown time? The pandemic, of course, is still on a little bit. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so to begin with, my journey of poetry started in Calcutta itself. I was in class 5. I used to go to Loreto House when Harry Potter had just come around.
Okay.
And I wrote a poem on Harry Potter, which got published in the Penny Kids, which was a supplementary newspaper that used to come out every Thursday.
Okay.
And once that happened, I started writing a lot. And then for some time, while I was working as a lawyer, I practiced for 5 years. My poetry took a little bit of a backseat because I was too busy working. And then last year, I started working with Invest India, which promotes the Make in India campaign. And so the lockdown was, of course, announced in March. And that is the time actually when I spend a lot of time writing, because it's a very uncertain time, and it's a time where, we are all going through a very difficult time.
Absolutely.
So I started writing a lot. I started utilizing the extra time because naturally one couldn't go out anywhere to write, because I find solace in writing. So I started my Instagram page. I actually started last year, and I completed a year today, in fact.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Rock away.
Thank you. So I started writing a lot and during the lockdown, and I started making videos reciting my poetry. So my poetry handle is @naina.pachnanda.poetry. And I started reciting a lot, and it was very well received. People started appreciating a lot. And so that's the time when I also got very motivated to write more, and now I write every day.
Wow.
And so I've spent a huge part of my the entire lockdown either writing or working from home, and every extra or making my videos and putting it out there so that everyone can benefit from it too. So
amazing,
that's how I spent my lockdown.
This is fantabulous. And I just want to ask you one more thing is, जैसे होता ना, we all get the junki or the jhatka to do something. So where did the spark of you getting into poetry, writing from the young age start? What made you start it? Was it an influencer? Was it someone in your life? Or was it what you saw around you? Or you just felt, यार मुझे कुछ लिखना है?
No, I think it was just something that came from within. I've always been fond of writing, and I remember as a child I used to read a lot of Goosebumps, and I started my own series called Nightmares.
Oh, wow.
Never really reached anywhere, but I had started writing, and I used to write a lot. So I think that was something that just came from within, and my father is my greatest inspiration, and
Wow.
he's also written a book, and so I think it was just inherent within me to write. So that's something that came, and then I'm very spiritual. I practice Buddhism.
Okay.
So, the other things, like all my poetry is based on self-help mostly. So, about 2 years back, I just, out of the blue, wrote a poem on happiness because, I was just thinking that nobody is happy. We are all wondering, like if you've
Absolutely.
seen The Crown, there's a quote where Queen Elizabeth says that, when you find something which is more unhappy, that's when you realize that it was happiness after all.
Absolutely.
So, so I wrote a poem on happiness, then I wrote something on creating your own destiny because we are always running after astrologers and tarot card readers. I'm a tarot card reader through myself, by the way. So,
Okay.
so I wanted to write about that, and then that's how my journey about self-help poetry came into the picture, and I wrote a
Okay.
book which is in the process of publication now. And that's the time I decided that, I should put out my work for the world to see as well and benefit from it. Because if you can touch somebody's life in one day and make one person smile also, I think the job is done. Like, if you can just light up somebody's life. So that's how it started. And now, because I've been receiving a lot of appreciation from my friends, my family, in fact, they're all live on Facebook as well right now. And so that's what's making me continue with it.
Amazing, and 1 second. Meha Nahata says, love you, Naina Pachnanda. You go, girl. So what would you like to tell her? Tell her something right now? She can hear you.
I want to tell her, Meha, I love you. Thank you for always being there, and I'm wishing you a very speedy recovery.
Okay, I'm sure she's going to get well soon with all your good wishes. Now, just tell me one thing is, you are practicing law during the day, and of course, you are living your passion of writing poetry and writing beautiful quotes. Where do you look yourself, in future? Where do you see yourself, and what do you want to do? As already you are bringing a lot of difference to people because poetry works wonders. People hear it, people kind of, think about it, people kind of change their moods. It kind of gets them into maybe a very positive attitude. So where do you see yourself, being a lawyer as well as being an amazing person who writes amazing poetry?
So my aim is to inspire people and to create value. That is all my aim is in life, and I will be where I am meant to be. I will be where I am meant to be.
Okay,
And however, it has to happen, but I have to create value and I have to inspire people, and the path will open up on its own for me.
Amazing. The part will open up on its own for you. And I'm sure there are a lot of girls out there, a lot of young girls, a lot of ladies out there, who are multitasking and are doing so much in life. Tell me one thing is, who's been your iconic motivator? Who gave you that josh to go, absolutely all out? Because we all look up to a lot of people, and we all do a lot of things in our life, and you get support of a lot of people. So who was your motivator? Was it within yourself, or someone from the family, or someone out there you saw and said, wow, I need to be like that?
So my biggest role model is my father.
Wow.
I have seen him go through life challenges and never succumb to them, and that is my biggest motivation. He is my biggest motivation
Wow.
because he never lets me succumb to life challenges either.
Well-
And I have learned from him to have that faith to hold on no matter what. And I also have a cousin called Gitanjali Saraf. She is
Okay.
also my role model because she's a lawyer and she's a beautiful woman herself, and she's a mother and she's a wife, and I aspire to be like her in my life.
So much, I always believe in one thing, and I speak it from my heart, when I say this, God could not come down to earth, so he sent down mamas to look after us, because they do so much. They are daughters, they are mothers, they are wives, they are also working. They are looking after the house. They are ensuring that their children are absolutely well brought up. It's an unending thing. So hats off, a big salute, to all the women out there and all the young girls out there who are also trying to live their dreams. And I'm sure if there's a lot of positivity, there's a lot of go-getting attitude with a lot of josh. If you believe in yourself, I think you should just go ahead and do it. Because if you believe in yourself, you can be successful. Now, Naina, tell me, as I said, a lot of young girls listening to you. Lot of women listening to you across the world and across the airwaves of the City of Joy. What would you like to tell them?
So since we are going through a very uncertain time right now, I'm going to recite a small rhyme from...
Please. In fact, I'm not going to let you go so easily. I'm going to make sure you do 1 or 2 recitations for us.
Yeah, so it's called Impermanence is Permanence.
Okay.
Why do we seek the comfort of certainty when in truth the only certainty is uncertainty? Why do we seek solace in the permanence when in reality the only permanence is impermanence? So, we as our human tendency is to always run behind uncertainty and, but unfortunately or fortunately change is the only constant. So all I would like to say is that, let's live in this moment. We don't know what's going to happen in the next minute or the next hour or the next day. So life is very fleeting. So let's focus on the now and let's have a lot of gratitude for the now.
Absolutely.
And let's count our blessings and let's live in the moment.
Absolutely. And I'd like to add on a line here. I always tell people, live in the present, because present in itself means a gift.
Yes.
Nurture the gift, cherish the gift, because what you do in the present context will also make your future. And that's the way life goes on, it's so important. But it's so nice talking to you with all the josh. And right now, I want you to give a message across the world, right here on the Facebook live stream and on the airwaves of the City of Joy. What would you like to tell the people of the city of Calcutta and, of course, everybody who's listening to you on our Facebook live stream across India and across the world?
So, all of you, everybody, thank you so much for listening to me, and be safe, take care, take precautions, and something that's very close to my heart, and I tell everybody, so I'm going to say it here too.
Sure.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep your eyes on the stars.
Wow. But before you go, I want you to end with a couple of lines you would like to tell us, maybe from your poetry, maybe from your quotes, whatever you want to share.
Okay.
Have I caught you off guard? Maybe, but doesn't matter. You do come out with amazing stuff. So, and hey guys, you can follow Naina Pachnanda right there on Instagram. She's got amazing videos, amazing quotes, amazing poetry. Just check her out on Instagram. You're going to love it. Trust me. So, Naina, could we have the final quotes or the final lines from you tonight?
So the final lines are, life is our personalized book of tales, the waves, smooth or turbulent, through which we constantly sail. Some chapters make us smile, some make us weep, some say goodbye, others make the heart skip a beat. Rejoice in the good and learn from the bad. Keep turning the pages, whether times are happy or sad.
Amazing, actually, because one page says a story, the other page says maybe a better story, as we move forward in life. And as one says, when the sun sets, it comes up again the next morning. So I think everybody should be positive and just like you, go getting. Wishing you all the rocking success in those amazing poetry you are putting across and the amazing quotes you're putting across. And of course, I'm sure you're going to be a rock star, super rock star, lawyer, the way you go about with it. I'm just curious, to kind of, while you've actually appeared in Supreme Court or wherever, have you ever let go of some courts? Or you've just stuck to normal law?
No, I stuck to normal law.
No, but seriously, wish you all the best and a happy, crazy, festive season ahead. May 2021 be super rocking for you and your loved ones, and especially your dad, who is a rock star himself. Trust me, I think you're welcome anytime. Keep smiling and always be happy and keep rocking. Thank you so much for joining us absolutely live on 91.9 Friends FM.
Thank you.
Take care. God bless and bye-bye. Coming up, Ananya Birla with this amazing